Hi, do you like the fez? I never get to wear it. If you like stories that you can listen to in this type of format that are about paranormal, ghosts, UFOs, mysteries, missing persons, and all things weird, then you've come to the right place. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I run the Facebook page, facebook.com/paranormal TV. Just how it's spelt. So I'd like to take you on a strange journey of that 15 to 20 years, when before that I wasn't really into ghosts or UFOs. Just as much as the normal person was when we had free-to-air TV and you'd watch one of those unsolved mysteries and just interesting stuff like that. Until a time when I experienced it for the first time, which was probably about 18 years ago. So the situation was like this. I was living with another DJ friend. Sorry, I forgot to include that 8 years ago, for about 18 years, I DJ'd all over the place. But that was kind of another life. I'd moved into this house with a DJ friend of mine. And just in normal conversation, he says to me after moving in, "Oh, by the way, the house is haunted." And before I get to the story of how the house became to be haunted, I'd like to explain initially, I guess, what I experienced in that house. So there was one night when my business friend went off to DJ a gig, and I was in the home office sorting music, that sort of thing. And to the left of the office was that textured glass before you go into the kitchen. And I remember all the hairs standing up on my arm when there was a dark figure seen in that glass. I remember going into the kitchen and finding nothing. Occasionally there'd be weird noises and taps and creaks and groans that you could maybe put down to just being the house settling. But the story goes something like this. My DJ buddy one night was doing his usual set in the nightclub, and there were other DJs with him. It's a big club. They had several different rooms. And one other DJ was just sort of helping there with the lighting and that kind of thing. And he started to receive a series of phone calls from his, at the time, girlfriend. And it had just been her birthday, and he had purchased for her a teddy bear. It was a Pooh Bear. And there was a meme went around the internet back then about the adventures of Pooh Bear. However, my DJ mate's partner was particularly freaking out, implying that someone had broken into the house. So after several text messages and phone calls, which is really difficult, as you could imagine, while doing a DJ set, my DJ buddy has handed the headphones to the other DJ there that was helping him and said, "Look, can you take care of the night? I've got to take care of something." And he raced all the way home. This was in the central coast of New South Wales. And his girlfriend came screaming, running down the stairs, going, "There's someone in the house. There's been lots of things being thrown around," and she was really petrified. So she jumped in the car and they took off down the road. Now, my DJ buddy told me that he remembered looking in the rear vision mirror to see if there was anyone came out of the house, and there was a man standing there in what we call in Australia dry-as-a-bone jacket, a long stockman's jacket, and a stockman's hat, and thought that to be kind of weird because it was impossible that someone could be where the car was travelling off. So, continuing on, they drove around for a little while, went and got something to eat, and decided to come back. And then went back into the house, which the door was locked. But in that place where they saw the man in the rear vision mirror, that teddy bear, the Pooh Bear, was sitting on the road where the strange stockman fellow was standing. So moving on a little bit further, when I'm now in the house and started to have these strange experiences, I at the time was seeing a girl which later has become my partner, Louie, and I remember we were upstairs in the bedroom just sort of talking to each other and not much going on, and then there were footsteps on the stairs, hard footsteps, and the footsteps were creaking the floorboards. And I knew that there was no one home. The only people in the house was myself and my partner, Louie. And then I yelled out at it and asked it to stop. And it stopped. When I got to know Louie a little bit better, she would tell me about certain experiences that she had as a kid. But I'll put them in the next video. I just wanted to make an intro video that explained what set me off on this path and how I became interested in the occult and collected paranormal objects, which I'll show in future videos. Hopefully they do what they're supposed to do. And that's it. So like I said, just a quick intro. Don't forget to, that's that way, show some love and refer a fiend. Please share this video on your Facebook. Times are tough. Thanks for listening. Cheers.